Hi, welcome back to Rocket Hill. This is our first video log to introduce ourselves and let y'all know what's going on. I'm Nelson, I 3D print, and I live bearded. This here is Private Skeleton. He's made from fold-up chairs, pipe insulation, and some nuts and bolts, all welded together. The reason we call him Private Skeleton is because he has a skeleton. Oh, he's got a coffee can for his head. He's going to get upgraded every time he gets burnt or destroyed beyond recognition in some way, which is going to happen often to the poor fellow. We're going to treat him like Buster from Mythbusters. Okay, now I'm going to talk a little bit about what I make 3D printing. I want to start with the grips. It is an angled grip for either hand for your forend on your rifle. I'm going to show it to you up close. See, it all slides down on the rail. The screws actually interlock with the rail, so you have to slide them into the slots on your rail. It actually has knurls all over it for good grip. I also make this in a shortened version that's actually only about that long, so you don't have all this extra, but it only has one attachment point rather than the two. As far as grips go, there's also the AK stubby grip. They were made short because on the AK, sometimes if you have a grip on the front, chances are what's going to happen is when the magazine kicks forward to release, if you have a full-length grip, that grip's going to be in the way. Not going to be able to change out your magazine easily. Another grip, of course, we also make the full-size grips, and there's going to be a couple other grips coming along very soon. Another angled foregrip similar to, not the Magpul, but with a little different angle. And I'm going to have skeletonized grips. And probably next year we're looking at wood grips. This little doodad here that I'm playing with, for those of you that have ARs, you recognize this as this is your grip mount for your AR. Interesting thing about this one is it's a mount for a Picatinny rail. This will mount on any rail actually because of the way the foot works, and allow you to mount your standard AR grip on it because you upgraded your standard grip that's on the pistol of your rifle, on the regular pistol grip of your receiver. It'll allow you to still get use out of that grip and have a nice comfortable foregrip as compared to those straight little broom handle things. Now I want to talk about some of the grip attachments and rail attachments that I make. This, of course, is just your plain old normal rail cover. There's nothing special about this. It snaps on your rail. It snaps back off of your rail. It sits in place by a little notch that's on the inside of it. The thing that's special about it is I print them, so that means you can get your name on the side of it. You can get your team logo on the side of it. You can get really whatever you want on the side of it. These wonderful little doodads, if you ever have something that just doesn't fit on your rail, it's too tall, that's a rail riser. Each one will move you up the thickness of your rail again. This is a generic sling attachment point. If you have any slings that have the hook attachment or that you can tie on. I made it wide enough that you can tie on or lace through a regular cloth sling as well. And these are rail 90s. They, of course, are just simply an adapter that gives you a rail. Something else we print. Anybody got a 1911 pistol? We print 1911 grips. This is just the first set I've done. I tested them the other day, found out that they fit, went ahead and designed several more of my own. We have a Grim Reaper. I have two different kinds that have skulls on them. I'm working on a Stormtrooper and a Darth Vader. And really, you can get anything on the inside of it that you want. These I found. They're weed grips. Something else I print. These are really cool and I use mine every day. This, of course, is your average normal Coke bottle. This is a belt clip for it. But you clip it on there, you slide it on your belt, and I haven't dropped one in the store yet. They're nice, they're handy, and they slide on your belt. They also slide on your vest if you play airsoft, and are really good for holding bottles of BBs if you don't use white BBs that'll stand out on your vest. Something else in the up and coming range. This may not necessarily be very familiar to anybody until I slide this stock on. This is your Grandpap's 22. You remember those old, common as can be 22s that do not have a magazine? They are actually tube fed. They all feed through this tube. Right there's where you load them in. And they all slide down through this tube and go into the receiver, and they work that way. Some of them are semi-auto. I have designed, I'm waiting on printing it, a bullpup that is modular that will allow you to now have this rifle up against your shoulder. Take your Grandpap's rifle and make it something that you can actually get around a corner with. I think there's going to be a lot of people that like that. I think I'm going to really enjoy it at the range, even if nobody else likes it. This is for crazy people. It's actually outdated and I need to change it. But this is going to be crush-proof armor. This is version 1. If you actually look down through it, you can see there's holes. This is going to be an armor that hangs on you and you wear. And because it's plastic, it's extremely light. As far as high impact force blows, like, oh, say you roll your four-wheeler, or you decide you're going to jump out of a third-story window in front of a Mack truck, you want to go back and forth with your buddies taking sledgehammer blows. Like I said, this is armor for crazy people. I'm designing it so that it can work underneath of plate carriers. Distribute the impact force from a plate carrier being hit to make it the difference of my plate got shot with a 50 cal, I got a cracked rib, one impacted and deflated my lung, to my plate got shot with the 50 cal, I got some bruised ribs and shot back. The armor is going to be some really cool stuff. Okay guys, last one. Something else I've been working on. If you've got a pistol with a rail attachment at the bottom of the front of the J-frame, I'm going to be creating a bump fire stock just for you.